Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be sharing a story with you guys about the time I had a bully, or the time that I was bullied. First and foremost, we all have been bullied at least once, whether it's someone saying something to you, putting their hands on you. And let me just say, just because you had an experience with a bully, that don't mean you're weak, scary, or you're sorry or anything like that. We all go through it, right? So basically, when I had this bully, it was a few of them actually. My worst year in school of dealing with bullies was literally second grade. I was only in the second grade, and the elementary school that I went to was in Lake Providence, Louisiana. If anyone out there know anything about Lake Providence, it is the hood first and foremost. It is the hood. Literally, it's the city is this small. Everywhere in the city was walking distance. It's very, very small out in the country, and that's where I went to elementary school. Now, when I went to junior high, we moved to Monroe, and I went to a better school in Monroe. Monroe's the hood too, but in elementary was hell. Elementary is where I learned to really stand up for myself. All the shade, literally, and it's so crazy because I was so young learning all this, but I literally had to learn to stick up for myself in elementary school, and I learned a lot. Okay, after elementary school, I was pretty much good. I had drama in middle school and high school, but nobody bullied me in middle school and high school. I had beef and problems, but nobody bullied me. I felt like I was too old for that. But my worst year with a bully or bullies was second grade. Okay, basically, we had this teacher. She was a white lady. Names that I say are made up names. I'm not gonna say anyone's real name. But my teacher at the time, she was this old white lady. She was really sweet, and her name was Miss Fine. We're gonna call her Miss Fine. That class literally ran that lady crazy. This is a second grade class. Literally ran that lady crazy. Boys used to stand up on the desk and do stupid shit. And this lady, how we knew that they ran her crazy, because she would whenever the kids were being too bad, she would stand up in the front of the classroom and kind of bite her tongue and punch herself. It was crazy. The kids were really, really bad. But like I said, it was a bad place to live. That's where a majority of my family is from, Lake Providence. So the people were really bad. The kids were really bad. She couldn't tell them nothing. She couldn't tell them anything. And whenever you do a little bit of good, she had this jar of candy, and she would give the kids candy. But the bad kids used to take the candy anyway. Used to go and steal her candy. It was so bad. But in Miss Fine class, my personality in elementary was pretty much I was kind of stupid. Before I got to the second grade, my mom, my stepdad, and my brother and I moved to Baton Rouge. When we moved to BR, I went to this elementary school called Twin Oaks, and that's where I started my second grade year. It didn't work out in Baton Rouge, so we moved back to Lake Providence. And when we moved back to Lake Providence, the second semester is really when I got bullied. I came back, and I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what was wrong with those kids. They must feel I left the hood and I came back or something, because they was upset. I don't know. They treated me like I didn't even go to school in the first grade and in kindergarten. They treated me like I was this new girl. I don't know. Basically, they used to try to really hurt me. They would tell me stuff you must be poor because why do you wear the same jacket to school, as if that matters. Why do we have to be poor? Bitch, maybe that's my favorite jacket. They would say stuff like that. This one time, this dude, his name was, I'm not gonna say his real name, so we're gonna call him Kyron. Kyron was a guy from kindergarten. We used to really like each other. His last name started with a K, and my last name started with a J. When we used to go to lunch, they used to line us up alphabetical order from our last names. So I was in front of him. And this was in kindergarten. We walked to the lunch line one day and he was standing behind me. I don't know what the hell came over me. I just turned around and I kissed the boy. I don't know, but I kissed him and he smiled and I smiled. We were in kindergarten. I just pecked him, like it wasn't like a super kiss. And so I guess fast forwarding back to like the 2nd grade, I don't know what he thought. So he came and sat by me at the table. He was like, Treasure, you want to be my girlfriend, or will you be my girlfriend, or something like that. Child, I said no. And that boy punched me in my eye with a closed fist. At that moment right there, I knew men weren't shit. I knew boys were not to be trusted. I said no. Why I said no, I have no idea, because I had a tiny, tiny crush myself. But I said no because I can. I don't have to say yes. And he punched me in my eye. And so like, I put my head down and I cried. I was like sad about it. And after that, the gloves were off. Like, he was like, he didn't say this, but I'm guessing his whole thing was, I'm not gonna help her with shit. If somebody wanna fight her, or if something is happening, I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna take her for, I don't care if I like her or not. It was over with. I pretty much like screwed myself, because after that, that's when it seemed like the most like bullying stuff started happening. Like one time I think my like $2 for like concession or whatever, it fell out of my pocket and I was looking for it. Either it fell out of my pocket or one of them little grimy ass kids probably like kind of got it out of my pocket. But I was sitting at my desk or whatever. I used to be quiet because like I hated those kids. They were mean. They were bullies. I guess I was like had my head down or something on my desk, and I got up and kids were like, oh, where your $2 at? Or where your money at? I'm like looking around in my pocket like, where the hell is my money? Of course they had my money. And so I got into it with these two twins. Their names were Tweedledee and Tweedledum. They were like the most scariest, sorriest people. Like in the 4th grade, I fought one of them and I beat her ass. But in 2nd grade, I did not know my powers. But anyway, Tweedledee and Tweedledum had my $2. And so I told Miss and I got my money back. Don't play with me. So that happened. Then when I really stopped being bullied is when this happened. It was this girl, like she was in our 2nd grade class. She was supposed to be like in the 4th grade or the 5th grade. Like she was a really big girl. She was not supposed to be in there with us. She was fucking huge. Had like fully developed boobs. And then she used to walk around and call herself a dyke. I have no problem with like gay people, but we were in the 2nd grade. She literally used to call herself a dyke and act like people in the class were her bitches. She came in the class one day on one, honey. She walked up in there and she slapped the twins, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Slapped this girl named Melissa. And after she slapped Melissa, she comes over, she slaps me. That's one thing. I may have gotten punched by a boy, but you're a girl. And I should have punched the boy back, but I just didn't, because I was too outdone that he had punched me. Like, after I told him no, I was too outdone that he had punched me. And my brother used to always tell me, don't you hit no boys, because you hit a boy, they're gonna hit you back, and that's a fight that you're not ready for. I didn't listen, because I still ended up fighting dudes in high school. Anyway, the damn girl, she comes in a classroom. Her name is Amy. That's what I'm gonna call her. She comes in the classroom slapping everybody. And when she slapped me, honey, I stood up and I said, listen, I don't remember exactly word for word what I said, but basically I told her, you're not gonna come in here and just hit me. That's what's not gonna happen. You're not just gonna walk in and hit me. Like, and so she was like, you wanna fight or something like that? And I was like, okay, let's fight. So we go to the back of the class. This girl beat my ass, okay? She whooped my ass all over those computers. I'm on the computers like this. Like, she is literally like beating my ass. But it don't matter. You wasn't gonna hit me and I wasn't gonna not say anything about it. That's period. Because like you don't let nobody just hit you. I'm sorry, I don't care. You stand up for yourself. You gotta fight and you gotta go out there and take a L. You stand up for yourself, because if that happened once, they will do it the fuck again. So the next day, she came into the classroom. I had a fresh ass whooping yesterday. She comes into the classroom the next day, slapped Tweedledee and Tweedledum, slapped Melissa, slaps her, and she did not slap me. And when that happened, that right there taught me a valuable lesson. The girl beat my ass yesterday. It wouldn't have been shit for her to come in there and beat me up again. But the simple fact that I stood up for myself and I fought her and told her that you're not gonna come and put your hands on me and get away with it. We fought, she beat me up, I lost, but you can't help but to respect that. And at the end of that, nobody else tried me. So the lesson from that is, if you're being bullied, stand up for yourself. Because when you don't stand up for yourself, people just gonna keep going. People prey on the weak. So they're gonna keep going. Do not be weak. You win some, you lose some. You're not gonna beat up everybody. At the end of the day, who wants a girl that just go out and beat somebody's ass? We're pretty. We don't have to fight, but don't let no one hit you. No one try you. Because when people try you and you don't do anything about it, they will continue to try you. Do not be scared to take a L. When I stood up, I pretty much knew that girl was gonna beat me up. But she had the right one. Period. She had the right one. We fought and I lost. But she ain't hit me no more. So that was a story time of me getting bullied in the 2nd grade. And it's pretty much a lot of more other stuff that happened. But the main lesson of that is, don't let nobody put their hands on you. Don't let nobody even talk to you crazy, because people try it. And that's not just 2nd grade. That's not just school. That's life. And you can't just leave work and go home and say, oh, I hate how Cynthia was talking to me. Tell Cynthia. Tell Cynthia she better talk to her kids like that. Tell Cynthia her man is at home and you is not it. So, yeah. But thanks for watching. If you guys want to know any more stories, questions about anything, down in the comment box, let me know. Follow me on my social medias. They'll be somewhere. I'm gonna try to do way more videos on story times, because I have so much to tell. But a lot of stories, I want to tell those stories with people, with some friends, or who was in those events with me, because I hate telling stories with other people in it without them present. But yeah, it's so many stories. Comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed, then subscribe. Why are you not subscribed? But love you guys. Peace and blessings to all of you. Stay blessed, stay happy. Don't let nobody bully you. And bye until next time.